What's up, the internet? I'm just gonna be grinding for a little while. I'm not gonna keep this video up, but I figure I'm here, I'm working, and people are tuning in late. There's a bunch of new subscribers that I haven't got to hang out and talk live with yet. I gotta do a late night photo shoot with a, what is it, F-150? And then I gotta finish up some lights, and I totally messed them up. So right before I left, I had to do some wiring, I had to do a whole bunch of stuff, and because I was in a rush, I figured I would just come back here later, and that's right now is later. So this is gonna be interesting because I have this new little piece on the tripod. Just gonna let me like angle things. And why is it so damn bright? Jesus. There's nobody watching. It's very interesting. Anyway, let's see if anybody comes in, and I'm gonna race this anyway. So good times. Apparently no one's awake in the middle of the night. Oh, this is what I did. Made a boo-boo. You bastard. You did not die. Dude. Keep blowing fuses on that thing. I don't know why. I don't understand. Stop blowing fuses. This isn't gonna work. If I can't turn anything on, the one man watching this, where are you watching from? Damn it, that's not gonna work at all. I was totally gonna show some stuff, but I'll just talk for a second and then I'll go away. So this ring light is apparently not good for live on, on that. Chandler AZ, what up? Well, how about I just talk to you guys for a minute because my buddy's coming over and we're gonna do a little photo shoot for his F-150 for last fit. Got some cool bulbs for it. And then after that, I gotta come back here, finish up some GTR lights. I gotta shoot those, video, pictures, box them up, get them ready to go, off and away. And so check this out. The live streams are actually, I'm gonna move those over to the members section soon. So as soon as we hit 30K, then we will move all of the live streams over to the members only stuff. Pretty sure. Not 100%. What up? Where are you watching from, brother? Vlash. So that's what's gonna happen next. I do have a lot of crazy stuff to talk about, but it's just gonna have to be a regular video, not a live video. Because at any moment, I'm gonna be interrupted right now. And so I figured I would just show you guys some cool stuff. Lots of Arizona. What's happening in Arizona at, what is it, 11 o'clock at night right now, PST? So, yeah, anyway, lots of different stuff. We'll kind of ditch the live streams altogether on the regular channel just because I don't necessarily think that that's something that everybody's all super pumped about like, hey, let's listen to Chris rant for an hour. Because when I go live, like, I will just go forever. Like, I could go till 2 in the morning right now. Nashville, Oklahoma, 11:47 in Arizona. Got it. So is it that late here? I don't know. I was hanging out with family. A lot of times what I do if I'm working and I'm not able to meet a deadline or something really important, I'll stop working at right around like 5 o'clock, go home, hang with the family, and then after everybody goes to bed, I'll come back to the shop, open up, and then just grind till whenever. So not something I like to do. I'm not super into just going nonstop, but I know I can always go live, and some of you night owls like my boy in New Jersey here will show up. Luminous LED in the house, what's up? 8:48 tomorrow in South Africa. Brew! Why are you up so early? Just kidding. You know what a big change for me lately? I'll just riff right now and just talk with you guys and ask me any questions you want. But one of the biggest changes for me in December was I was going daily on YouTube. I was not posting at all on Instagram. And I traded in my 3 hours of work every morning for sleep. Which is very weird because for the last like 3-4 years, I've been waking up at like 5 and I'll grind from 5 to 8. And I just had to choose to give something up. So I gave up Instagram and that early morning grind. And so it was crazy because we went daily. So I actually exhausted my editor. I got a new editor. He's in the Philippines, so we're in different time zones. but he was grinding, just working a bunch of hours and putting all these videos together, and I wore him out. And then I ended up needing to get a bunch of editing done myself to keep up with the daily uploads that I was doing in December. And I finished up all the weeks prior to Christmas, and then I said, adios, I want to hang out and do family thing for a couple weeks. And for whatever reason, on the 23rd, YouTube was like, yo, let's tell everybody about these 2 videos. And they've been pushing hundreds of thousands of minutes of watch time. So thank you, YouTube. That's awesome. And thank you guys. Who's new? Anybody that's new to the channel that's watching? There's 21 of you guys right now. And again, I'm actually not going to keep any of this stuff on the channel, but just because it's late and ronery over here, I figured I would just go live, say hi to a few people. You're new. Who are you, new man? Snipe0112. Will you guys come up with names on YouTube? I'm guessing if you're just going to be kind of like anonymous and not do a channel, I guess it doesn't really matter. Anybody who does want to do a channel, it seems like it's definitely pretty popular to have some pretty crazy crazy names on YouTube, because you just don't care if anyone can say it or not. I feel like an idiot every time I can't read your name. That's why I ask. Let's see. Is there a way to conversion, I don't know what you're trying to say, LED rings into individual addressable section? Yes and no. I mean, it's kind of one of those things that it's so nerdy. Like, if you can't figure it out without asking me, don't bother. Like, because it's not going to work out in a great way. I don't know. I think the reality is we need to have a really nice addressable LED angel eye that has a coating over the top, so that you can do the cool animations, but it doesn't look cheesy. Because that's the problem with the ones that are addressable and RGB. They just look really, really ricey. And I'm like the rice king, so if I'm saying things are too ricey, I don't even know where the hell to look at on this iPhone. Very soon, live streaming. I think I'm going to start doing some Twitch stuff too. So we'll do Twitch live streams where it's just kind of like workflow, like cameras mounted up there and stuff, and I'll get to mess around. When I do lives, it's going to be on a completely different live stream setup. So for right now, hey, old cell phone, it's rolling. Got an iPhone 6s going right now. So anyway, yeah, the smooth look of the COB. He's asking about specifically a type of angel eye that has a bunch of LEDs packed in together, and then it's got a coating over the top. So it looks uniform, like it's not a bunch of individual LEDs. And addressable means that you can actually use a computer to say how the animation is going to be. So it'll like zip around in a circle, or it'll do other things. There is a style of taillights that I was doing for the Genesis Coupes years ago, and I would do LED angel eyes. And what I wanted to do back then, what I did was just make them switchback. So they were red, and then they would change to amber with the turn signal. And then I wanted to do a really cool addressable, like a sequential setup. I charged the guy a bunch of money. He eventually ended up, I took too long on it. He wanted to pull out of the project. And so at this point, I've got a set of taillights with the angel eyes and all that were COB that I was going to chop up and do addressable. It wasn't a good look. And then one of you guys actually was doing a set of Genesis Coupe parts and did exactly the taillights that I was going to build for that guy, and did it yourself, which is why I'm pumped about the work that you guys have been doing. Some of you guys have been sharing with me like your work. It's crazy. If you haven't shared your work with me and you're doing anything cool, do it. I want to like promote you. Good. I'm going to jump on Instagram, and as of tomorrow, the YouTube channel will officially be bigger than the Instagram. So I think now I'm going to turn my focus on Instagram towards showing your guys' stuff off. So your guys' stuff, your cars, if you buy products from FlyRyde, or you just, I don't know, anything you picked up from the channel and you hit me up about it, send me some stuff and tell me to post it. I will be posting your stuff on my Instagram to get you guys more followers and help you grow your own businesses and do all that stuff. So that is a big part of what this whole thing is going to look like on the channel, is promoting you guys as well as other builders. I'm stepping down. Let's just talk about this. I'm stepping down from being a builder for hire. So anybody that watches the channel that wants me to do work for them, I won't be doing that anymore. I haven't really been doing it anyway for the last multiple months, but with the exception of my very high-end GTR stuff, I'll continue to create content about that, as well as you know, offering custom builds for like the more expensive stuff. Question about acrylic, it was, you can get translucent acrylic. There's stuff you can do. You can get specific LED, it's like a mixture, a coating a glue basically that you pour on top, and it'll actually fan the light out the same way. So let's see what this is. Been wanting to build some custom taillights for my car for a while, but I work 50+ hours a week, driving 500 miles, haven't had any time. Same deal, dude. I actually heard a very good way that somebody put it today. When you take on the jobs, and this might be the case for you, but for me specifically, when I take on work from people that just want to pay me to do something for them, it looks like opportunity, but the reality is, oh, this thing's telling me to go to bed. The reality is it's a distraction dressed up as an opportunity. And so there's so many distractions as it is right now. I really have to just focus down what I want to do with the channel, with the online course. If you guys haven't heard anything about it before, oh, what was your question, brother? I will continue to skip it too, because I'm trying to talk and forgetting where I'm at as I go. But do I know what's best material to use diffuser for white LEDs? Yeah, and somebody else actually answered that about acrylic. So listen to the other people that are talking too. When you guys see stuff on my channel, people with questions that you might have the answer to, without making them feel bad, because we're not cool that we know nerdy answers to questions. Like, just, I see that happen sometimes in like the small lighting communities, as people think that like the new guys are like the noobs and they don't know enough. It's like, dude, if you're pumped about being a custom lighting nerd, like, I hate to break it to you, that is some nerd geek stuff. So careful how much you pat yourself on the back about it. I, for one, have a lot to learn, and that's why every time I do find something new out, I tell you about it. You know, I put it out there for free, talk about it and all that stuff. So anyway, as far as coding, which was the question from Andre here, is he's trying to find out the best way to make the light diffused so that instead of having a bunch of little dots, it looks more continuous. So, I mean, that's been a big thing for a lot of years, is people want to do that. So I will do a video about the diffusion coating glue stuff that you can put on parts, and like I was just talking about a second ago, I'll be learning, I'll be showing you what I learn as I go, and I don't know, hopefully that helps somebody else. What I really want to see happen is people watching the content will go from, they learn something from me and then they do it better than I was doing it, and then share that back and kind of have that reciprocity. I almost butchered that, but anyway, I do want to see people do better jobs at the stuff that maybe I broke the ice with them on it, and then they go turn around and they start making some cool products. We're going to be doing in the Lightsman Academy a lot of sharing of the custom programming. So a lot of the next few YouTube videos are going to be programming the LEDs on how to make the animations, and I'll be walking through the program, screen recording my computer so that I can show you what I'm doing and how we actually make those changes on the computer, and then showing you what it looks like on the actual headlights or taillights, whatever we're modifying. So that's going to be cool. Any other questions? I'm going to cut it short because I might go live again later. Really just depends how much I get done. But I was trying to show cool stuff over there, and then I blew the fuse on my stupid voltage thing regulator. What was that luminous LED you said? So if you're not building lights, what are your plans? I'll be building lights, just not for people that want to pay me. And so here's the thing. I don't like, there's just no good way of saying it. I don't like to be told what to do. I don't know. Like, I want to do my thing. I have all these plans. I have all these things that I want to do that I'm focused on doing. And I don't want everyone else's stuff to be the dictator of how I spend my days. So if somebody throws money at me and says, clap monkey clap, like, I don't want to be your clapping monkey for money. I don't. Like, I want to make YouTube videos and make courses that help people make money and do marketing and business development and work with other people. Like, that's what my life would be if I didn't have the obligations of finishing up these lights. So, and trust me, no disrespect to anybody that wants to spend all their time building lights and making money doing that, because I've done that for 15 years. But 15 years in, I'm 34, do the math. Like, it's not this new thing for me. There's a lot of opportunity out there. There's a lot of better ways to make money than building lights, and a lot of message building that I could be doing instead of doing what I did today, which was I showed up at the shop, I told Kristen, anything you need help with orders, I'll help you right now, and then I'm gonna be really quiet for the next 6 hours straight, head down, grinding, building lights. And that was it. That's all I did all day. I'm not excited about that. I'm not stoked that I spent 6 hours in the same seat, grinding away, not talking to anybody, not making content, not helping anybody besides one person that if I don't get those lights shipped off, it's gonna cost me $2,200. So I didn't really want to flirt with disaster there too much. I want to get those lights done. Plus they're dope for my upcoming content that I really want to be showing and helping other builders get their hands on some GTR parts. So this is important, but like, I don't want to do that every day. I don't want to grind on lights. Like, I want to make lights for every different kind of car, because if I'm only doing it for people that pay me, guess what? I'm only going to do it for people that pay me the most. And guess who that is? That's the GTR guys. And that's all it's been for the last few years, is lots of high paying GTR jobs. I don't want that to continue to be the way I spend my life, just dealing with GTRs. That's it. I want to work on trucks, so my buddy's bringing his F-150 up in a minute. Dude's talking about his Impala right now, has perma-sealed headlights, how long and hot will I need to bake them? I mean, perma-seal is one of those like multiple times in the oven type situations where it might take 3, 4, 5 times of heating it up for 8 to 10 minutes at 220 degrees, prying on it, sticking it back in there, doing more and more. That sucks. I'm not into that at all. So I will do perma-seal videos in the future. As it is for right now, that's just not what I do, so I'm not gonna be talking too much about things I don't know a whole lot about, unless it's a learning video and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be learning stuff today, so I will bring you guys with me. So anyway, that's it for now. If you have more questions, think about them, comment below in this video. I will keep it up for a couple hours, and then when I come back in, I might check that, go live again later. It's super late though, so most of you guys will be in bed. My international dudes, you might still be awake. So yeah, if I just met you live, by all means, I am pumped to have you on the channel. I do want you guys to go through, find the content that you have questions on, comment in there. That's how we did the last contest. I'm gonna do another contest coming up soon. And yeah, that's it. So thank you guys, you're awesome. Appreciate it, and I will hang out with you again later if I can. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video.